Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I had this whole section finger detangle, and then I split it in half, get this out of the way, and then I'm just going through it again and again to kind of make sure all the tangles are out, just separating it. And I did this to the whole thing, you know, when it was this whole section when it was like a huge bush. And then, you know, as it gets more and more tame, I just keep going through it, pulling the sections apart gently, kind of running my fingers down and see if there's anything feel funny, if I find any knots, you know, just feeling extra careful at the root. Sometimes, a lot of times, that's where my tangles are, which kind of makes me think my ends are, you know, pretty healthy because I don't get a lot of tangles at the ends. It's normally up here at the root, and I think that's because when I wash it, I normally do, and I don't know, I'm just hesitant to really, you know, do the top of it. It's so, you know, thick up there. It's just like, ugh. It's a hassle, really, and it really takes a long time to detangle. But that's what, like I said, that's why I'm doing it on a Friday today instead of a Sunday. You know, knowing I got a church and I have to go to work that night, so you know, I don't feel like doing a whole lot. I'm doing a Friday, so I kind of have a whole day in the evening to just nothing more than get my hair right. Okay, so that section is, I feel, thoroughly detangled. And just hold it and kind of run my fingers over my ends, you know. And like I said, this hair was, you know, rinsed thoroughly with water. I didn't have conditioner with me at the gym, so I was there for like 30 minutes in the shower, just rinsing, massaging my scalp, not detangling at all, you know, but just rinsing, kind of sectioning and putting the water all through there, and then I didn't put anything on it. Just put it into pigtails, not even two French braids, just two little pigtails, and this is how it's looking. So then I take my protein pack, open it up, and I got two just in case, but it kind of goes a long way on wet hair. Now dry hair soaks up a lot more product, so we'll see how far it stretches. Rub in my hands, start on my ends, that's the most important part. And then kind of get up here. And just, oh, this stuff smells so good. Oh yes, yes, yes. And gonna take a little bit more, not that much more, and kind of not rub it in so much, and really get my ends. Maybe the Lord is will put up here. And I'm just gonna do that all over my head. And after I'm done with this section, I'll just split it in half and put it in one big twist just to get it out of the way. And I'll come back when I'm ready to twist. Peace. I just wanted to show you right quick what the sections look like before I tape them down. And this section is actually smaller than this one was. So separating it and then putting the conditioner on it is really, you know, shrinking it. So okay, and this is the final product. I like the cap in the other room, but this is Entwine. This is their curly butter, I believe. This is my first time ever trying it out. And I like it. One thing I'll say about it is a little goes a long way. I mean, if you use any more than a dollop, you'll, you know, have the whiteness. You have to keep rubbing it. So a little goes a long way, which is a good thing. You know, with the twist, Obviously, you know, there's always a ton of shrinkage, which is fine. Um, One thing I did notice is I got back to washing my hair in twists after I rinsed out. I kept the deep conditioning treatment on my hair overnight. I put on a shower cap and put my sleep cap on over that, and because I did it on dry hair, there was no drippage. That was fine. When I woke up this morning, I rinsed it out thoroughly, and then I used my Tresemme Climate Control conditioner. You know, I always try to follow up with another conditioner if I use protein deep conditioner, just to get some balance and moisture. So my hair feels great, really soft. It was thoroughly detangled. I had no issues, even parting with this. I had zero issues with that. That was great. It's shiny without using a lot of product. I mean, I really, really like it. I think this is going to be my new protective style. It took me less than an hour to put all these in. And they're not mini twists, but I mean, they're medium, you know, size twists. And it took less than an hour to put all these in. And you know, twists, boop, it takes no time to take them out. So I'm thinking 20 minutes maybe it would take to take these out, versus my braids, even medium size, take me a while. You know, 2 or 3 hours to put in, and just as long, if not longer, to take them out. Just have to be really, really careful, loosen all the way up the shaft. So I think this will be my new style. Now I can't tell about the shedding because my hair is shedding more than normal because of the Depo, which I'm getting off of. I'm having a lot of issues with Depo, but I think it has to be less, just because my hair was thoroughly detangled before, but also because you know, there's not as much stress with twists as it is with braids, which is why it, you know, it doesn't take nearly as long. I am going to probably each night do it like I do my braids sometimes, you know, put them around my head, then put on my wig cap, then put on my slip cap, just to make sure they continue to lay flat, and to keep my edges up here so I don't have to redo the front part too much. That defeats the purpose of a protective style. Not, you know, submerge my whole head in water like I can do with my braids. Just focus on the ends and my spray bottle, and mix my ends, get them pretty saturated each day, and put on a little bit of some oil, doesn't matter which one, any oil that I decide to do that day, and just make sure the ends are really taken care of. And then as they get older, maybe a week or two, then, you know, I'll feel fine with, you know, just submerging my head in the shower. And that's that. To make it a real protective style, obviously, you know, your ends need to be tucked in. And so I'm just going to wear them like this, pulled back with my ends pulled in. I'm not going to do it too tight. For right now. And just, that's that.